Wanjikomwanda, thank you so much for talking to KUTV on the sport. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Now, I know you're already at the ground where the Keino Classic is happening. Would you kindly describe to our audiences how is the mood currently and even the turnout from the fans?
So far, so good. There's just the fans are just trickling into the stadium, and they started coming into the stadium early. We can hear from my background that is just the fans applauding the javelin that is already going on. So it's an improvement and of fans trickling into the stadium as compared to the first and second edition.
Wanjiko, you are a very seasoned journalist and you've covered athletics for a very long time. What do you think about the status of the Keino Classic, this being the third edition? For me personally, I think it's a very good step in the right direction for athletics in Africa in general.
Yes, it is. We have seen growth from, if you compare from the first edition where we just had our national athletes taking a part in the competition and just a few invited, not very well-known athletes had come for the first one. Then last year we had an improvement and we had the little Fred Carly come into the stadium, the American sprinter or the 200 meters, 100 meters silver medalist in the Olympics. Then this year we had an increased number of international journalists, the likes of Marcel Jacobs, the 100 and 200 meters Olympic champion. Then Fred Carly came to make his second appearance in the continental tour. Then we have Shelley Ann Fraser. We just have very many international athletes now making or showing interest to take part in the Keino Classic, which for me, as a journalist, I see is growth in the right direction for Kenya and also for Africa at large, because it shows that the rest of the world now is starting to appreciate that Africa can also host this kind of competitions and they can take part in them, and they will want to do that over and over again in every season.
Have you been able to talk maybe to fans? Because they mentioned that the likes of Anne Fraser would actually be competing here in Nairobi. Well, it got a lot of people, even fans, excited. Have you been able to talk to some fans?
Not really, but I have had like a group of fans that I talked to, especially yesterday in the press in a presser that we did at Safari Park. Some of them came there. It was so interesting to see people how they were lining up to take selfies with the athletes. And then today, when you see how they're just trickling in, and it's not that they have met Shelley Ann Fraser before, they will want to just come here and watch because they have seen what she has done in her career. And so they're just coming up for the hype. Even on social media, it is follow up. It is just hyping each other, like, let's go to the to Kasarani Stadium, so that we just get to see these athletes on real action instead of just recorded action. And they're just pulling each other. They're just pulling each other to make sure that they come and see the action live.
Yeah, and in terms of organization, what's the level of organization, including things like security, because we'll be having a lot of people. I remember when we were covering the under 18 and the under 20, we had a lot of fans streaming, especially the under 18. We had a lot of fans streaming in, and security was well handled. How is security this time round?
I came here at around 10 in the morning, and from then you could tell that the security department came here early, because we also expect dignitaries or government officials, and there is what's going that we may be expecting a bit later today. We hope that happens as well. So, when anything that has involved government officials, how the security is hated, and that is what we are seeing in the stadium right now. So the police from the gates all across the 24 gates that we have in Kasarani, they are positioned in every gate, and it's so far so good.
Well, a lot of people are expecting the fastest man in Africa, Omanyala, to do a very good job today, but also there are reports that people are actually waiting to see him battle against Jacobs, but also reports indicate that he was not feeling well from yesterday. He had a stomach upset. Have the organizers communicated to the media in regards to that issue?
I will be frank, we're also still getting that kind of information that you're having now. And we're just having speculation he's been hospitalized or he's having spinal problems right now. So he will not be taking part in the 100 meters. But then again, this is sport. And you know how it goes. We have seen footballers and coaches sometimes say their players can't make it. This one is out of injury. And then last minute, maybe they'll be on the lineup. I will be waiting to see what happens come the 100 meters race later in the evening. The reports say that he's not feeling well, but I will not. It's not cast on stone yet. Personally, I've not gotten an official information about that, but we're seeing the posts going on even from the Italian pages and the communication we're getting here. But until it happens, that's when I'm going to know exactly what the script is.
Yeah. Before we wind up, let's talk about the Ugandan athletes, the likes of Nakaya, Nanyondo. They are here, and we know their capability. I know you've also covered them in various international athletics events. What are we expecting from what sort of competition are we expecting from the Ugandans?
If we can just take a look at what happened just a week ago or so in the national championships, the ones that we had here in the very same stadium, you realize that they had trickled in the country, many of them from Uganda, and some of the races they actually even registered wins in them. And you can see a rise of sprinters, a rise of middle distance runners and long distance runners from our neighboring country. And they're really picking up. As winning announced within the country, she will be taking part in the 5,000 meters, which is not part of the core races that will be aired live. But they have taken advantage of this event, which is early on. It's the first outdoor athletic competition. So they're taking it up as a part of their training as well and preparations and even preparing for endurance. So Winnie Nanyondo, who we are used to seeing in the 1,500 meters, takes up the 5,000 meters. But the likes of Halima Nakai will still be running the 800 meters, and Peru Jemutai will be the steeplechase, who is Olympic champion. Maybe looking forward to have a win on Kenyan soil at first. But like I said again, this is sport. We will just wait and see the action at the very end. Is what happens at that particular time. That is a result. Then we report. But again, like I said, it is a country that is really working hard in the improvement of performance in athletics.
All right. Lastly, any race in particular that you're watching out for, and any local athlete that you're expecting that they are going to really come out strong today?
Of course, we'll be looking forward for the 100 meters race to see what Ferdinand Omanyala will do against Fred Carley and Eva Top Jacob is going to run. But I'm also looking forward to see what we can do in our steeplechase, the women. Many a times is when we talk about the men in our steeplechase, because it is an event that Kenya has really had dominance in. But we have the young Jacqueline Jackoech, who won the national trials just a week ago, who is also the under-20 champion, who won in the very same stadium last year in the World Under-20 Athletics Championship. This is a girl we need to nurture. This is looking forward to be the next generation of our steeplechasers in the women's category. So I'm looking forward to see whether she's transitioning properly or gradually from the juniors to the seniors, and what much more can she offer to us as a country, and how far can we go to protect these talents that have shown can be of good tidings for Kenya in the future.